Welcome to the CPT 101 online orientation video. My name is Tiffany McGaney, and I am the CPT 101 lead instructor or coordinator, as well as the SAM administrator. In this course, you will be using a course or using a product called SAM, and a lot of your assignments will actually come from inside that system. So I'm going to go over a little bit of that today, as well as I'm going to go over the syllabus, because there are a lot of things that are in our syllabus that you need to be aware of, especially some of the procedures and processes that we do. And in order for you to be successful, you definitely have to know these processes and actually know how to navigate through D2L as well as SAM system, so you can actually get some good grades. Alright, so let's go ahead and let me switch over to my class. Give you a screen here. Alright, yeah. Alright, so here you have my class. Okay, for those of you who are taking the CPT 101 D62, your course or your front page would look just like this. Now, if you are using or doing another instructor, it may be a little bit different. But you should have, when you get to your page, you should have the instructor's name, how to get in contact with them, and if they have any office hours, give them. They'll have the office hours down here. Now, for my students, I actually will post my door schedule. So my door schedule is the same schedule that I have that's right next to my door in my office. So, and on that schedule it has my phone number, my office number, where I'm located, as well as my email address and office hours. So you will know exactly where I'm at if you ever need me, or before you can come up here. If you're from off campus or not from Sumter, you can come to campus and you'll know where I'm at. Alright, so the first thing I do want to show you is that I want to show you right now we're in D2L. Right now I want to show you how to get to D2L from my CCTC, because that will be a majority of how you would actually get to our course. So let me go ahead and open up a new tab here, and there it is. Oh, I'm already logged in. So after you log in to my CCTC, you will see the home page come up, and they have some information for you guys to read and stuff like that. But to get to our D2L link, to get to D2L, you will have to go to the student tab up here at the top, and up here in the on the left hand side here, you should see a link that says D2L My Page. Alright, when you click on D2L My Page, it will take you to the D2L homepage. So this is the overall homepage for the system D2L. Now, to view your courses, you have to come up here on the right side, on the upper right hand corner, and it tells you, in this little, what they call the dial pad here, it actually when you click on it, it gives you a list of your courses that you're taking. Alright, and you should see from this list your CPT 101 course. So my course here, that's my course. It's CPT 101 D62. Yours may be something else. Like I said, it really depends on what section that you signed up for. And when you click on it, click on your course, it'll take you to the course homepage like we were before. Right? And so this will be a starting point to where all of your information, the content for your course will be located. In here you'll have your assignments, a link to SAM, maintain your grades as well as your attendance will be in here. So everything. So this will be your Okay, so your homepage is pretty much the website that you will be dealing with the next 8 weeks, or for the rest of the semester. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to go over the syllabus. Okay, now really quickly, see if I can bring up with this course. All right, because we know how important it is for you to make for you to succeed in this course. There are some things you have to do before you actually get started with the course. Actually, start doing some assignments. One of the things, when you open up your course, all of your information will be under what they call the content section. All right, this will be the main location for our course. Now, ignore where it says overdue. Okay, know that part. But as you see here, you have to take an attendance activity quiz. This quiz has questions about the syllabus, as well as about some of the procedures we do with CPT 101. And you'll probably have to take a similar quiz as for some of your other courses as well. But with our quiz, you have to take, when you take your quiz, you have to make a grade of 70 or higher to get access to the rest of the course. You have 3 chances to take this quiz, and I think it's about maybe 20 or 30 questions, maybe. And all those questions, all the answers, you can find in your syllabus and different parts of our detailed website. So once you have you have 3 chances to get it, 3 chances to get your 70. Once you have your 70, then you'll be able to see the rest of the course. And your course will be like this. Yeah. Ooh. So you'll be able to see all of this information once you pass your attendance activity quiz. Okay. In there, so I have the course syllabus, course schedule in there, as well as the CPT 101 orientation, a link to this video, as well as the link to SAM. And like I said, we'll go over SAM in a little bit, and all of the other modules that we have in this course. So, but you have to take that attendance quiz first before you can get it. Now you have to take the attendance quiz by October 17th. That is the last day to add drop for the course. I highly recommend getting yourself access, taking the attendance quiz, and getting yourself access to this course as soon as possible, because this is an 8-week course. There's a lot of material in this course, and you don't want to fall behind. What we have done here with the course is that all of the assignments are open on the first day of class. The only thing you have to do is do the assignment and submit them by the due date. In the content section for our course schedule, I have a list of all of the due dates for all your assignments. As long as you get those assignments due by the due date, then you're good. I highly recommend working ahead, because you never know what the future may bring. So I highly recommend working ahead. We've had students in the past who have completed this course in like 2 weeks. So it can be done, but this is an 8-week course, so definitely try to work ahead so you won't fall behind. So the first place we want you guys to start is we want you to start under where it says course information. Now under course information, we have a lot of information for you to go with. Like I said, we have the syllabus, we have the course calendar, you have frequently asked questions, as well as a weekly assignment link which I'll talk about it in a minute. But all this information is here under course information. And in this module here, this is where you'll find all of the answers for your attendance activity quiz. So, like I said, you have them inside the syllabus as well as inside of some of these other modules as well. So let me go ahead and click on the overview. Yes, attendance overview and expectations. Like I said, it gives you a brief introduction to the course. All right, so it tells you what you'll be doing, what you'll need. Talking about the frequently asked questions. Talks about video, and if you need any help in any other place, you have that as well. So that's inside the course overview. Now, frequently asked questions. These are questions that I have accumulated over the years of doing this course. And these are some of the frequently asked questions that I get all the time from students. So I try to put them in one document so you'll be able to actually see them and you get the answers before you actually ask the instructor. But you have, like I said, have a section for just about everything, like how your grades are calculated, how you do your test. A lot of this stuff I will cover in this video, but just in case you forget, this information is right here in D2L in the frequently asked questions page. Okay, so on week 1, get started. These are the things you need to do for week 1. Alright, there you go. Yeah. So week 1, you have to read the syllabus, because we have 3 parts to our syllabus. We have a part A, part B, and a part C. Alright. You have to read the detailed schedule. The detailed schedule has all the due dates that you'll need for your assignments. Of course, view this orientation video. Complete the activity quiz, and you have to link your Cengage. You have to link your, we call it the Cengage Brain account, but you have to link your Cengage account or your My CCTC email account to SAM if you get access to it. And I'll actually show you that in a minute. That's when we start talking about SAM. Alright, so let's get to the syllabus. Now, the part A of the syllabus talks about the general policies and some of the general information that we have here at the college. You can download this. I'm going to, because of my setup here I have it in my office, I'm going to stay inside this window. However, you can download this file for yourself to view much nicer. But yeah, if you want to download this file, you can come down here to the bottom right here and click on download, and it will ask you to download, and you can download the file that way. Alright, so some things you need to do before you take this course, and some things you actually want to keep in mind is that you want to make sure that you are, and probably the most important ones is to make sure you are self-disciplined and have good time management skills. Like I said, all you have is just the due dates. We have the assignments already out there. You just have the due dates. Do your assignments by the due dates. If you have not opportunity, like on a weekend or something, feel free to, if you have time, feel free to do 1 or 2 assignments during on that night or the afternoon. But I highly recommend keep working ahead and try to definitely stay on top of this course, because it does go by really quickly. Let's see what else. Now, so if this is your first time taking the online orientation, an online course, D2L does have a online course orientation just for online courses in general. So if you have not if you have not signed up for it, and this is your first time taking an online course, I highly recommend signing up for that course. And to sign up for that course, you have to do what they call self-registration. And up here, at the top here, there is a link that says self-registration, and you'll go to click on self-registration, and it has you give you a list. And one of them, it says online orientation spring 2018, or whatever your semester may be. You can click on it, and then you'll be able to go through the course and do your the online orientation, course orientation. Let me go ahead and hit the back button. There I am. I'm back. Okay. If you have any not any information, but if you have any issues with D2L or my CCTC, I highly recommend contacting some of our distance ed office at their phone numbers and email address. They are the ones that take care of D2L, our distance education people. So they take care of D2L. Any issues you may have with D2L, like not being able to access it, your content's not showing up, we have a link that's not coming up correctly, or any type of issue you may have with D2L. You can contact our distance education department. Now, user support. These are the individuals or people that, if you have any questions or any concerns about my CCTC accounts, like say if you forget your password, if you're not able to log into it, if you have, for example, if you need to, each student gets $10 for printing each semester, and if your printing account is not activated, in order for you to print, they can actually contact user support, and they'll actually activate it for you. They take care of all those questions for you. All right. Okay, yeah, so that shows you how to get in there. Okay, online attendance. All right. For the online attendance here in this course, we do attendance by the completion of assignments. We have a list of the attendance assignments or assignments that need to be done during the week in order for you to be counted as a present in the course of that week. I'll show you that list in a couple of minutes. But so you can only miss 2 attendance assignments before you were actually WA'd out the course. And what WA means is that you have been withdrawn from the course because of attendance. And that's part of our attendance, the college-wide attendance policy. So make sure you do your assignments. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But do your assignments and make sure you're able to quote unquote attend the course. All right. Yeah. So the attendance policy here. For online classes, like I mentioned, we have attendance assignments that you need to that we use to verify your attendance for the course for each week. Our official policy states that you can't be absent no more than 20% of the actual class meeting, or when the class actually meets. If you do exceed that time before the last day to withdraw the W, which I think it's November the 26th, then you will actually receive a WA. However, after November 26th, if you if you don't do any more work after the 26th, or if you miss that last assignment after the 26th, then you will either get a WF, or you will get the actual grade, the grade that you will receive for the course, if you including zeros for any missed assignments for the actual course. So be aware of that. Yeah, if you need to withdraw from a course, this is yeah, a really good one. If you need to withdraw from a course, there is a file or a form that you need to fill out from. It's under my CCTC. We have under my CCTC we have a. Let me go to my CCTC really quickly. Yeah, right here is under. Yeah, right here is under form owner. Saying it's still on the student tab or the student link, and over on the right hand side where it says important information, there is a column or link that says forms library. This is a list of all of the forms that you may need for the college to actually do things for the college. If you will need to withdraw from the course, I believe it's all the way down here at the bottom. Yeah, under the part it says student records. Down here at the bottom it says withdraw or section change. Let me click on this real quick. Yeah. So this is the form that you'll need to download and print to get to withdraw from the course. Since this is an online course, if you are not able, you can meet with your instructor, because the instructor has to sign, as you can see here on the side here. The instructor has to sign to verify that they have met with you and that you want to withdraw from the course. So if your instructor is not available, then you can get our department chair or someone else to actually sign on their behalf, in behalf of your instructor. But you need to print this out, have it signed by the faculty member, and after it is signed by the faculty member, go to the financial aid office. The financial aid office, they just want to verify that by you not when you drop this class, that you are not going below your requirements for financial aid. If you do go below your requirements for financial aid, then you will have to pay some money back to the college for that course. So they want to make sure that you don't owe any money when you go to drop this course. So that's why it's very important. It's actually part of the process to actually go to financial aid. Once financial aid checks off saying that you're good, you're okay, that you don't owe any money, then you will be given. Then it'll be sent to, I believe, the cashier. I think it is the cashier. They'll verify that you don't owe any money, and then you can send off the student records, and the student records will go ahead and process the withdrawal. And in my CCTC, you should after that you should be able to see the W overdrawn for your final grade for that course. And so, because this is a lengthy process, I highly recommend that once you submit, if you submit the information and you don't see a W or the word withdrawn and under my CCTC for your course, I highly recommend checking, coming back and actually asking student records like, hey, I submitted a form, that's not up there yet. I want to get a status, do a status check on what's on about my withdrawal form, and they'll be happy to, I won't say find out what's going on, because like I said, this is a lengthy process, and sometimes the paperwork can get lost and you can get slipped through the cracks. So make sure when you do that, make sure you check up on it. All right, let me go ahead and close this out. Thank you. All right. Now, we do have midterm grades here at the college. And the midterm grades is basically, we issue them at the halfway point of the semester. They don't affect your GPA. They're just there to give you an idea of what your grade would be if the semester started right now or stopped right now. What's the grade for what the grade for that course be? Now, that's not your guaranteed grade for the rest of the semester. That is just it can go higher and it can go lower, depending on what you do after that midterm point. But some instructor said it doesn't mean anything, but it's just to let you know, to show you what how your progress is inside in the course. Now for email, right? I will email you through email you through D2L. All right, D2L. I will go inside of our D2L course, and there is a class list. In that class list, it has a list of all the students, as well as myself, the instructor, inside of the course. And you can click on the name of the instructor, and it will send them an email. And you can, and I'll send. That's how I'll send emails to the courses. Go through D2L. Now, like I said, depending on the instructor, it may be they may do it through my CCTC, but all of your, no matter where we send it from, it is always going to go to your Gmail account or your my CCTC email account. Okay. Now, since we are talking about email, I'm going to go ahead and click back over here to my CCTC, and up here in the upper right hand corner, right here at the top, I hope you'll be able to see it, you'll have a link that says student email. That is how you will access your my CCTC email account. All of your emails from the college, including from your instructor, will go to this email. As you can see, I have a lot of emails. But you'll go here, you'll see all the emails from your instructors, from the college, everything will be here. As well, in a few minutes, I'll talk about how you can obtain the program Office 365 for free. And one of the ways you need to do that is that you have to send a email to the user support department, and you have to send it through this email. So definitely know where that is. So you know all the information that you'll need will come right there. Okay, let me go back to our syllabus here. Yeah, online behavior. Yeah, please, pretty much. I don't, in my course, we do not require discussions. However, in some other instructors, depending who they are, they may. So please be respectful to your fellow colleagues or your fellow classmates in a class when you're posting something on your in the course or about the course. And academic misconduct. Alright, in the SAM system that we will be using this semester, it has a anti-cheat or cheat system in it, or mechanism, I guess you would call it. And it checks to see if you have done your own work. The SAM projects that you have, whether it be the graded or the practice projects, you have a file that has your name on it. And in that file, it has that you won't be able to see, but it has all this information pertaining to that file. And if that information is altered in any way, then it sends the instructor a report saying, hey, someone may have cheated, or you may have some plagiarism, in this particular file. You may want to check it out. And we get reports, we get academic integrity reports every semester, and because it is academic integrity violation, we will have to do some paperwork, and we will have to go up to and it would be on your record as, yes, this person has done this. So make sure just do your own work, so you won't have that circumstance. Alright, so for the technical requirements for this course, alright, you need for SAM, or for the SAM system, SAM does not work with Internet Explorer, or does not work well with Internet Explorer. It is recommended that you use Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, and Apple Safari web browsers to access SAM. So, like I said, as long as it's not in the Explorer, SAM should work. If you have any issues with the browsers, or not SAM, being acting a little silly in some of the web browsers, let your instructor know, and it may be something we can solve. It may even be something on your computer that we may be able to solve. But those are the recommended browsers that you need to use for the SAM system. This is what I was talking about earlier, the Office 365. You get, like I mentioned earlier, the Office 365 software for free. You get it to you can install it on up to 5 devices. As well, they also have the Mac version as well. And the version you get for free is I don't say it's $200 to $300 worth of software. So which is a really good deal. To get your Office 365, after the drawback period, so after October the 17th, you will have to send an email to right here, to this email address here, and it has to be sent through your My CCTC email account, or that Gmail account, a Gmail account I just showed you. Send them an email to this address, and you don't. It doesn't have to be a fancy message in it. You can say, I would like my Office 365, and they will make you an account with Office 365, and they will send you an email that has all of your account information. So you'll go to the website, to the Office 365 website, type in your username and password, and then you'll be able to actually download and install the software. But you definitely will need this for the course. So as soon as possible, go ahead and send that email after the 17th, so you can get the software installed, and you'll be able to work on your assignments. Now, student evaluations at the end of the semester, or not at the end of the semester, but toward the end of the semester, you will get a notification on under announcements in D12, and it will tell you to take the survey. This is a survey that evaluates the course as well as your instructor for the course for the semester. Highly recommend doing this. Students we've gotten a lot of suggestions from students on how to improve the course, what to change, what to take out of the course through these evaluations. So I highly recommend you do these evaluations or do these surveys. When they come up, I can bring it up here real quick. Yeah, it'll be something like a survey time up here at the top that they have here, and you'll be able to, and you just basically click on the link, and it will take you to a survey. And that survey, like I said, it's a question. You basically just answer them as truthfully as you can. It could be good comments, it could be bad comments. But like I said, we as instructors, in order for us to improve our instructions, we are required to look at these. So please complete them toward the end, when they ask for them at the end of the semester. All right. And if you have an issue, we do have a student grievance policy here at the college. If you need to file a grievance with an instructor, or you can do so. Then we have to file for inside of that form library that I just showed you a little bit earlier. And that on that website, or on that page, it has a form for student grievances. And you just fill that form out and take it to the proper authority, but the proper people, and they will look into the situation. Special accommodations. If you need any accommodations for the course, you can go to Miss Dennis, or Miss Kenya Dennis. She is our uh, you said this, accommodation coordinator or disabilities coordinator, and anything you need to have yourself to make you success that will help you with the success of this course. We'll be able to do through her. So you have to go to her, fill out some paperwork, and verify the accommodations, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, I mentioned printing at the college a little bit earlier. This comes from your technology fee. So if you are on campus, then you have on your account, your my CCTC email account, you have $10 worth of printing, and you get it each semester. So, and it doesn't roll over like cell phone minutes. It basically, soon as the semester's over, you get whatever's left in that account. You lose it. So, and then they give you another $10 at the beginning of the next semester. I'm trying to. Some of this stuff pertains to on-campus stuff. All right. For school closings, you always you can check it on our website, the college website, the college Facebook, our Twitter account, even on the news, TV stations, as well as we have a college voicemail system as well as a text system, and they will send out emails or they send out text messages as well as send you a voicemail about their school closings for the area or for the day or week or so forth. Yeah, a little bit further down here, also on the syllabus A, it has a list of all the some of the student services that we have for the college, and if you need to know like the phone numbers for it, phone numbers, email addresses for them, the person you need to contact, where they're located, all of that information is right there at the bottom of your Part A syllabus. Alright, so that's I won't say the end of the boring part, but let's go ahead and let's jump to Part B. Now, Part B is not as bad as Part A, but in Part B, you basically have the course description, so what you'll be doing in the class, the required material that you need. If you are going to be doing your homework on main campus, I highly recommend getting some earplugs or headsets, so you'll be able to listen to I won't say the young lady, but the lady who's actually doing you or helping you with the training. Yes, evaluation method. All right. So here in this course, all right, like I mentioned earlier, you will be doing SAM. You'll have, and we'll have sections of the semester of the course that actually covers each, I want to say, a majority of the Microsoft Office suite or all their programs. And so you'll have 4 tests that account 40% of your final grade for the test. So you'll have a test on, I think, Windows 10. You'll have a test on Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. And those will be your tests, and that'll count as 40% of your final grade. Now in the graded trainings, you have, I believe, 11 graded trainings. And all of these trainings, except for one, is done in SAM. And they're very easy, they're very simple. Some students even find them tedious. But they are it's an easy 10% to get. There are many students who have not passed the course or have not gotten the grade that they should have because they did not complete their graded trainings. So please complete your graded trainings so you can actually get your 10%. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, 10% is a letter grade. So you can lose without doing your trainings or not doing your trainings, you can lose a letter grade for the course. So please do your trainings. Your graded projects. You have, I'm trying to think off the top of my head here. I believe you have 5 graded trainings. You have 4 graded trainings. Four graded projects that are inside of SAM, and you have 1 graded training that's actually inside of D2L. And I probably show you guys a little bit of that in a minute. And those projects count 30% of your final grade. And you have your final exam, which covers everything that we've done throughout the semester, so it's cumulative. And that counts as 20% of your final grade. Okay. For the test here, since this is an online online course, you will have to take your test as well as your final exam at one of the college's testing centers. So you can come to the Sumter campus, go over to the Kershaw campus, the Lee campus, FP DuBose, any one of those campuses. They all have a testing center, and you'll be able to take your tests at one of those testing centers. Alright, so that was it for part C. Now part B, part B. Now this is part B, part C. This is the one that everyone, pretty much the main one, the main part of the syllabus that everybody wants to know. So at the top here, let me move it up a bit. Yeah, at the top here, like I said, I will give you my my door schedule. Your instructors, they will have inside the D2L news part or the assignments in the announcements area, they will have their name and information in there, so you'll be able to contact them whenever. Again, it gives you the course description, and now it gives you the required textbook you need for this class. I highly recommend getting the physical textbook. Right, the physical textbook is only $20, and when you go at the end of the semester and sell it back, you get $20 back. So, but with the SAM system, when you access SAM, you do have access to an ebook. But when you are doing what we have found in the past, that with students when you're doing the projects inside the for SAM, and you have to refer back to the book, it's actually easier for the students to and quicker for the students to refer back to the physical book than it is for them to actually go and look for the information through the ebook. So I recommend getting the physical book. Now you can also rent the physical book. If you want to rent the book, it's $1. And once you return the book at the end of the semester, you get your dollar back. It's too good to be true, but yeah. So you actually get your full, whatever you put into the book, you get the full price back. Now to access SAM, once you have completed your attendance quiz and you have unlocked the rest of the course, you will see you will have a SAM section, a little SAM area. Inside that SAM area, you will have a link to get to the SAM website, and it may be called SAM login, SAM link. It may be called like CBT 101 and the name of your course or the section of your course, but that is where you will go and you will be able to access all of your SAM assignments. And so any assignments that needs to be completed in SAM, it'll be right there at that link. Yeah, I talked about the email before. Yeah, they recommend, it says, or recommends for emails, or try to give the instructors at least 24 to 48 hours to respond. So it depends on how often your instructor checks their email. Sometimes they may need this whole entire 48 hours, or they may get back to you in a matter of seconds. Yeah, so going back to the attendance requirements, like I mentioned in this course, you have attendance assignments. All right, you complete the attendance assignments, then you get credit for your attendance for that particular week or for that week. If you want to do all of the attendance assignments all at once, you can do that. You can do that. Like I mentioned, all of the assignments on the first day of class are open, so you can work as fast as or ahead as you want, but as long as everything is due by the due date, as long as the assignment is due by that particular due date. We recommend that you log in at least 2 to 3 times a week. With the way this course is set up, you will definitely be in this course for between 2 and 3 times, or you'll log in more than 3 times a week. And speaking of that, right here, the required attendance assignments or activities. Week 1, so I have it listed here by week, and the 2 assignments that you need to have for that week in order for you to receive full credit for your attendance. Like I said, once you complete those, then you'll receive your attendance for the week. Now, down here at the bottom, you do have some projects on here on the list that says textbook project, practice project. These projects are not graded, so the score does not go in the grade book. However, they do count as your attendance. So you have to do them. At the bottom, another footnote down here. In order for you to receive your full attendance credit, you have to make a 70 or higher on those practice and textbook projects. If you make a 55 or 56, even a 68 or a 69, you will be marked absent for the week or for that particular assignment. All right. So make sure you do your projects. For the practice projects, you get 5 attempts. So you can do your project. If you don't get your 70%, you can make your changes, your corrections, and resubmit it until you actually get that 70%. Once you get that 70%, then you have a major attendance requirement for the week. Yeah. This is Cynthia was so nice that mentioned doing our overview for part A of the syllabus, that about the 20% for our college attendance policy. This is a nice table that they have made that shows you exactly how many days you can miss. So for this course, if this is an 8-week course that meets 2 times a week, then you can only miss two absences, which means for our course, or for this course, you can only miss 2 attendance assignments. Okay, because attendance assignment counts as an absence. If you're in a 16-week course, then you can miss 5 assignments. If you're doing the summer and it's a 10-week course, then you can miss 3 attendance assignments. So I mentioned the activity quiz. I actually changed that to 70. I just put that on there. I changed that. But you must, for the attendance quiz, in order for you to move on through the course, access the rest of the course, you have to make a 70 or higher to open up the rest of the test or rest of the course. All right. Yes, I will change that before you guys actually see this. Before we actually put it up there. But yes, it's a 70 or higher, not an 80. Yeah, we changed it. And this is another breakdown of your assignments that you have in the course. So actually, that goes right. All right, so here, like I mentioned, you have 4 tests in the course. Those are 40% of your final grade. Yeah, you have 11 trainings, graded trainings that you have. Those are 10%. You have 5 graded projects that are worth 30%. And you have your final exam that is worth 20%. Yeah, so for your test, you can take your test at any of the testing centers that we have around the college. Um, However, you have to actually make an appointment and schedule a time to take the test. I have a link to the testing center's registration website under course links, course tools and links, and you'll go there and you on your in a few minutes I will show you the detailed schedule, and it actually has the due dates for, or the time frame where you can actually take your test. The time frame, I tried to make the time frame for the courses or for the tests to be on the weekend, so they start, I believe, from Thursday to Saturday. So you'll have that time period to go and take your test. Now, if you happen to miss the test throughout that time period, and if you need to make up the test, then you have to have a very a reason, a verified reason, or an acceptable reason. I'll go with that one. That sounds better. And any one of these in the documentation for your mistakes or for the reason why you missed can be we will accept, and we will allow for you to actually make up that test that you missed. You have to have documentation proving that, some valid documentation proving that you were, in order for us to actually allow you to make up the test. Okay, so I mentioned the midterm grades before. In this course, you have at the midterm grade point, you will have to complete what we call an attendance analysis, or a midterm analysis report. And in that report, you are doing a self-evaluation of yourself and how you're doing in this course. Now, this is for a grade, and it's actually counted as one of your attendance, one of your graded training grades. So, and I also have the due date for that assignment as well on the detailed graded schedule, or detailed course schedule. And so these are the activities that should be completed by the midterm mark of the semester. If it's not, then when I calculate the midterm grade, I will include only the assignments that we have done. And it's depending on, this is not only for my class, but some of the other instructors who are teaching this class, they would do the same thing. So I mentioned the Sam cheating the texting system a little bit earlier. And this is kind of word for word of what it actually tells us when we see or when we get a report. So it tells us if it was downloaded, if someone copied and pasted from another document, from another student's document, if someone, we have students in the past who've taken another student's document, replaced the student's name with their name, and Sam has caught that. So, like I mentioned earlier, do your own work. So we won't have to do any of that extra paperwork or put anything on your record, on your college record here. Yeah. Oh, yes. All right. So for the SAM website, or for your SAM assignments, for this course, there's only one way to get to your assignments, and that's through the link in D2L. Now, you may see other links to SAM. I think they may still have to the old SAM website that we used to use, and it's part of some of the computer labs. Don't use those links. Use only the link that's inside of your D2L course. If you'll try to do any work that's not inside of SAM, that's not in D2L, you will not get a grade for it. And because SAM is a system and is a web-based system, there have been some occasions where SAM has actually lost grades, students' grades, or assignment grades. So we highly encourage students to either print out the scores after they finish an assignment, or take a screenshot, take a picture of the screen with your phone that has your score on it. So if something like that does happen, then we'll have proof that you did do that assignment, and the instructor can go in and change your grade. But I highly recommend doing that. If you're in a testing center, I do believe they will allow for you to even print it out at the testing center. So yes, you will be able to print it out at the testing center once you're done. Alright, and that's alright. So that is the part C of the syllabus. I can't believe we're almost been doing this for an hour. Oh my goodness. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut off, make this video a part 1 and part 2 video. So I'm going to actually stop right here, and now I'm going to when I go over the SAM information, I want to make that a separate video, so you guys won't sit here and have to watch a 2-hour video. Alright, so like I see you at the next video.